So welcome back to another episode. Welcome to a Rob Man chat. Rob Man is here. I went to pick him up. I drove all the way there, like 45 minutes there, brought him 45 minutes back, and I got to drive his ass back after this episode. But this is very important. We have a lot to talk about what happened to Rob. This is a game chat episode. We will get to the video games, and there's some fun to be had there, because Rob's got some great stories about playing video games.
Oh my.
Can't wait to talk about. And also, there is also a big unveiling and surprise that somebody has sent us something.
What?
Yes, they sent me something and they're like, I have something for Rob. And I'm like, oh, excellent.
What?
But I always say no to anybody sending anything. I'm like, I don't want anything. And this person said that he had hand-created some stuff for us and he wanted to send it over. And it was an artistic thing. So that's the only reason why I said yes. And it's going to be kind of cool. So the first thing that we need to do, because 2020 is 2020.
Oh my.
What is going on? Rob's looking a little smaller here because he's had to get his feet under.
Small.
We had to be very careful with his leg because something happened to you.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, folks who follow my Facebook and Twitter know some or most of this, but basically, yeah. I work for a living as a commercial and industrial refrigeration and air conditioning mechanic. So I repair large air conditioning equipment. On the 10th of July, I was working in a tire shop work bay. They had one of the indoor halves of a split air conditioner, and I was repairing the fan motor. And I was literally, it was 5:30 on a Friday, last part of the day. You're going, hey, whew, it's Miller time.
Right.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much. I went to bundle up the wires, and as I was bundling it, the capacitor inside discharged into my hand. So basically a massive electric jolt went through my hand and it seized me up and I lost balance. And the ladder I was on started shaking and it fell. And I tried to grab the unit. I swung by one arm for half a second and then I just bam, straight to the ground right on my leg. My right leg, the tibia and fibula bones, the lower end of them, both shattered entirely. And the ankle itself broke into 4 pieces. So my leg was destroyed. I also tore my right bicep in half. So I've only got half a muscle left on this arm.
What was that from trying to grab?
From trying to grab and swing my full weight running off it.
Oh my God.
And so I lay on the floor. They phoned 911 immediately. I mean, the guys there and the people from my company were lightning fast. 911, ambulance was there almost right away. They got me sorted out. They got me to the hospital. I had to have 2 surgeries. To rebuild my leg. They weren't sure if I would be able to keep my foot or not.
That was the crazy one. When I heard that, I'm like, oh my God. And it was that bad.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
They weren't sure if they would be able to save my foot. But luckily,
Thank God.
they were able to save the foot. The circulation kept running through it. I was still able to move my toes a bit. And so,
And didn't they say that was kind of creepy that you could do that?
Yes, well, because even while my leg was kind of curled in the shape of a letter J on the floor, my toes were wiggling.
The nerve, oh my God.
I was still able to move them. So it was, sorry if that's grossing people out. That's kind of, but that's how it was.
What happened.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So I have been on the recovery path since. I spent 8 days in the hospital.
Which was hell.
So there was the 2 surgeries, and then it was just monitoring me for recovery and making sure I'd be able to go home. And I have been at home since. I'm completely sedentary. Like I can get up to hobble around a bit here and there on my crutches or in my wheelchair, but mostly I am required to stay sitting and keep weight off the foot. So I can watch a lot of Netflix and movies. I've been playing a few video games or 5.
We'll talk about. We'll talk about it in a bit. So how's your 2020 going?
It's great.
It's unreal. I mean, what happened is Kim, we had all these crazy things that happened to us with the birth of our daughter. That all went kind of south and a lot of problems. And so that was dealing with that. And then I find out that happened to you and I phoned up your wife and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't believe in the span of 1 week.
Yep.
Everything went to hell.
Everything.
It went absolutely crazy. And I'm so happy now that, you can get around, obviously, with assistance here.
Yes.
But oh my God, like, and you're basically a wheelchair now. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
wheelchair or crutches. And
It's
you know
just
what's
nuts.
funny though? I apologized to everybody else for it.
Yeah.
I felt so bad that my accident was causing so much stress to so many people because honestly, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried that everyone else is upset and worried, and I felt terrible for it.
You felt you were inconveniencing
I was
them.
inconveniencing everybody. I'm a horrible person.
Yes, actually, I don't know if that's
it's
a Canadian thing. Even for even like my other job that I used to have, if I was sick, I'd be phoning and saying, "I'm so sorry.
Right.
I feel so bad." Because I felt like I was letting everybody down. I understand the idea of that.
So, but I mean, the company I work for has been 110% amazing.
Yeah.
They call me every week, make sure I'm okay. They check if I need. They said anything I need, all the insurance paperwork that needed to be done, they took care of. They brought it for me to sign. They've been fantastic. They want me back. They're insisting they're keeping a job open for me. So I am welcome with open arms when that happens. If that happens.
Yeah.
If I can work again. Because we don't know. That's the other thing. I may or may not be able to work again after this.
Yeah, because you don't know if you can stand on this foot or be able. Yeah, you even lucky to even keep your damn foot.
Yes.
So that's a miracle into itself. So we'll take anything we can get. It's honestly like 2020 is almost just about surviving 2020.
It pretty much is.
It pretty much is. Just to try to get through it. So with that, I think this would be a great place to give you what this guy made for you, and I think it's really. And I've got it covered up here. I'm gonna be very careful.
I have no idea what's going on.
So yeah, as they say, this is from Morten in Denmark.
Oh, cool.
This came from Denmark, and this person is a very talented sculptor. And he said, he watched the show for years, and he just wanted to give something back to me and to you. I'm going to show mine in a little bit. Here is yours. This is like Rob hasn't seen this. I've had this over here. So here's your. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, you can do your unveiling, and if you're confused, I don't think you should be confused. Is that kind of neat? Is that neat? Is that neat? As I say, I won't accept video games from anybody. I won't accept anything from anybody. But this was kind of cool.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring up the games. It was resting on those games. So,
oh my God.
It is a recreation.
That is
of the Mega Man 2.
Magnificent.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is. You got to get some really good shots of this later.
Oh, I will. Wasn't that amazing?
Unbelievable.
I can take it over.
Look at that.
There we go.
Oh my God.
It should
that
focus.
Is so cool.
Yeah, this is a good way to do it.
Oh my God.
Isn't that cool?
That is now the coolest.
Now,
oh.
what is nice about this and what's so incredible, and we want to thank you, Morten, how honest and beautiful and caring and thoughtful.
This is unbelievable.
This is
Thank you so much.
Yeah, as they say on the show, I don't accept anything from anyone, but this is art. Well, and this is a thing of beauty, and it's a thing of love, and it's like really nice.
Can I say it shows how much he has followed the show and cared, because this, I mean, those who have watched the show remember that you got me that print.
Yes.
That was the one-off proof from the original artist who painted this iconic cover.
Yeah.
And that is such a beautiful thing to have. And now this.
I know.
I mean, so obviously you know how much this means to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God, I can never thank you.
So you want to see what he did for me?
What did he do for you? Oh my God. No way!
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God.
For anybody, I will put this right close up.
Those are amazing.
This is Alice from Phantasy Star, a meow. The cat. Isn't that...
Those are insane.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's insane.
It is absolutely gorgeous what he has done. I opened them up, I think, about 2 weeks ago, and I was like, this is incredible.
To Rob, never lose that enthusiasm and love we know and love you for. Cheers.
I know.
Thank you.
Isn't that nice?
Sorry.
That's nice.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Especially in our year of 2020.
Oh my God.
We really thank you, Morten, for these.
Look at
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, we really appreciate this, and the thought and the time and effort that went into this is just extraordinary. Just extraordinary. So, yeah, this is going over my fireplace. It's going over my fireplace. Aren't these nice?
This is getting a place of honor. It's going to get its own.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he sent me photographs of the building process. So I'll show those. I'm going to show those right now so you can see the effort and the workmanship that went into this. I mean, this is so crazy, eh? Isn't that nuts?
The detail is ridiculous.
Look at the sword alone.
I know, right?
I know. I mean, like the amount of work.
I mean, the folds in the fabric, the lines.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's wonderful stuff.
The seams on the legs here.
That's really nice.
I mean, man. Look at that. Yeah, the wrinkles in the fabric even here, just by the knee where it bunches up a bit. That is.
It's really attention to detail to get him looking really good.
That's so awesome.
Isn't that neat? And that's a one of a kind.
Yes.
These are one of a kind. So, yeah, we can't. I know we were really blown away by these, and I'm so happy I can finally thank Morten for this. This is great.
Thank you so much.
So great stuff. I'm gonna put mine over here. I'll put here.
Yeah, please put it safe because when I get up, I don't want to. No.
That's amazing. Those are amazing. So, yes. So, anyways, something else we'll get into, and I'll get this out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Something I'm excited about, and something I've been pushing Rob to do for around 12 years. And Rob, no, listen, he's been a busy guy.
Rob, wasn't that I didn't listen. I wanted to.
Yes.
Time is not one's friend.
Right.
And now you know. When you become a parent, less so.
Yeah, for sure.
So all the enthusiasm in the world cannot create spontaneous time for things to happen.
Right.
However,
yes,
when the world comes to a screeching halt and you are forced to sit around on your bum all day,
right,
suddenly time happens.
So Rob, after, 12 years, is doing his own show. He already has his own show, but it's been kind of all over the place.
I have a YouTube channel, and mostly it was created so that I could get involved with the whole Happy Console Gamer community and have my input there as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A bit, but I wanted to do my own thing, and I think I've made one review on it. Mostly it was when I did live streams. I just upload the video of it from Twitch onto there. With grandiose dreams that one day I might be able to make something.
But you just never had the time.
Never.
I never had the time. And I think he blamed a bit of it on laziness, but it's not laziness when you don't have the time. You feel like you're lazy when you don't have enough time, when you got 2 kids and all that. That's an impossibility. Yeah. But because Rob has so much time on his hands, he's like, I'm going to do this. And I'm like,
I have to do this.
And I'm like, finally, because more than anybody else, I want to watch this. No, I actually really want to. You have so many stories and things like that, and I can only get you on every couple of 2 to 3 months to come on that I want to see more. And I think a lot of people want to see more. So as I said, I'll put a link below to his channel.
Yes,
definitely go and subscribe. He's going to start doing it. The camera and microphones and all the fizz-nazz has started to arrive.
So what's happened is, and I've got to be honest, I mentioned it on Facebook and on Twitter because I have one of each, and the outpouring of support has been beyond belief. Everyone's been so kind and so excited about this, which thank you so much because I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how many people would really want to hear what the sidekick has to say. But it was exciting.
Stop being the self-deprecating bullshit. I hate the self-deprecating bullshit.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But unbelievable. So while I was sitting there and I'm looking this recovery in the face, going, oh, shit, what do I do? And I thought, I've got a basement. I've got plenty of room that looks like this.
It looks exactly like this.
So, I've talked to John many times about what I need to do. Audio is key. Get good audio, he said. So I went on Amazon and did a little looking around. I've got a should be okay camera. I got a pretty solid, almost like this style of microphone.
Yeah,
that will plug. The camera can take an external microphone because the sound must be right. And I've got one of those now. I've got one of those ring lights like TikTokers.
That should be fine. As I said, I'm gonna come over and we're gonna set all this up and get it looking great. Rob's already got his vision for his show.
I know exactly.
I'm just gonna go and add my 2 cents to help.
So it's coming. Keep an eye out.
Yeah.
There will be content coming soonish because the other thing is I'm going to be doing a lot of test shooting, test editing to practice on the software because I bought camera, light, microphone, software for editing. I've got a laptop that's like a high-end gaming laptop, so it should have the muscle to be able to do the editing.
It's only 1080p, you'll be fine.
So I want to, I want to start doing this.
Yes.
And I'm gonna. Yeah. So coming soon, Robman World channel will be launching.
Yes.
John will have the link in here.
Yeah, I will have the link in here, and I'm going to be, I think you're going to do an intro episode, and then I'm going to come on and do some episodes as well.
I've booked an A-list guest for my first interview, man. This is insane.
No, of course. And the thing is I want everybody to know something, and we got to set the record straight here.
Yes.
Right away.
Please.
Right away, because people are so weird when it comes to shows, and people who, have done a show together and all that. The Happy Console Gamer show has always been my show.
Yes.
And Rob has come on and added so much to it. Always appreciate that.
Thank you.
But Rob has needed to do his own thing for a long time. And that's not because I don't like Rob.
No.
It's not because Rob doesn't like me.
No.
There's no rivalry between the shows.
No.
So I want to say, I want to say this. No, I got to say this.
It's important.
Over the years, there's been a lot of people who watch the show that try to get in between me and Rob. They've tried to do that.
Yeah.
You know, say, oh, you know, you should be this, and you should be this, and you should be doing this, and you should, both of us, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is me and Rob's friendship is stronger now than it's ever been in our entire lives, okay? And we're not jeopardizing that for what? Internet celebrity statuses? We don't care about such things, okay? We don't care. I am going to do my show, and I'm going to do the show the way I want to do it, and to please me, number one. Rob's going to do his show to please himself. Yep. It's not a rivalry. There's no fallout. There's no anything weird. I can't state that enough.
Yes.
Because there's so many. There's not so many people, but there's a few people. Oh, wait, blah. No. Yeah. No, everything's fine.
I had someone that said on Twitter that was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like WWF and AEW. It's gonna be a big thing." And my reply right away was, No. Better analogy? The Daily Show with Jon Stewart and the Colbert Report. Think about that one, where Colbert started on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
And then he made his own show, and they would go on each other's shows, and they stayed best friends, and they had a lot of fun with it. And that's what it is.
And then I replied to that comment and said, I think it's going to be more like Turner and Hooch.
Yes.
And I said, if anybody else calls you Turner, I said, I'm going to rip their lungs out. But it's going to be fun. I think that's what it is. It's all about fun and enjoying yourself. Because that's the bottom line. That's the thing that will feed you in the end of the day, is that you got to come in the camera and have fun, because if you're not having fun, there's no point in doing it. No. There's no point in doing it. You got to always have that fun. So, since you've had, I'm looking forward to that. Since you've had some time,
yeah,
this is what gets me the most. Rob has been because during this time, no drinking, no candy, no anything, because of the medication you're taking. So for the last 2 months, Rob has been stone cold
sober,
purely sober, like in every sense of the way.
I drink water and soda water. That's it.
Yeah.
I hydrate. I haven't had any dairy because it was going to mess with one of the antibiotics I've been on, so I haven't had a whole lot of dairy or fatty stuff. And I haven't had sugar just because I haven't had sugar.
Yeah.
And I've lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, you like you can actually fit into your old clothes. That's why Rob is dressed like that. We didn't even mention that.
Now this is the other thing. I always liked this kind of
style.
Dress. It does not. I feel it does not suit me when I am of a more generous proportion, we'll say.
Right.
But once I started being able to fit back into some of these, the vests and the shirts and ties and the suit pants and stuff, I like this.
Yeah.
And so this is it now.
It's very you.
So when my channel starts, this is what you're going to see me in all the time. It's going to be shirts, ties, vests.
Yeah, I love it.
My deal. So
it's your deal, and that's what's going to be great. It'll be your individual voice, your individual way for you.
Yes.
For you. I mean, that is the main thing about it. But you've had a lot of time to play.
Oh my god!
Not only have you had a lot of time, but you've been annihilating games. Like, I mean, I was talking to Rob on the phone, and I'm like, you beat what? And then you did that one too, and then you beat that what?
Yes. So okay, well, I mean, first of all, comfort game. Even while I was in the hospital, I had my Switch there on and off. I was playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and I just blasted that one. Just in and out.
I can't believe it. And you know strategy guys. You just remember.
I remember where everything is.
How many times did you finish that game?
Oh God, at least 100. I mean, come on. It's
really?
One of my comfort games.
A lot. Yeah.
It's one of my comfort games. I go back to it all the time.
Yeah.
And whenever I get into one of those slumps where I start to, gaming is less exciting for a bit, as they happen to us all. If I go back to that one, boom. Fire, because it's my most favorite Zelda game of all time.
It is wonderful. It's funny because Rob came over and he captured some footage, to show, Link to the Past and some of the other games he's been playing.
Yeah.
And it was so amazing to see a Link to the Past again. It just, even for me, the energy it gives me, it's like, oh my God, it's like a tidal wave on me. And just the wash of nostalgia is like, wow, that's me in grade 12.
Huge. And just how much fun it was and is. How it looks, the music, all
it
of it just takes you back.
It still holds up really well.
110%.
It still holds up really, really well. So you finished that game.
So I rocked through that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm liking this Super Nintendo thing. Super Metroid. Ripped it.
And then you did something that you had never done in the game before.
Yes, I don't know how this has happened. The number of times, because I beat that game over and over and over tons of times. I found a power-up I've never found before. The Spring Ball. And feel free to roast me all you want in the comments about what kind of a gamer are you, because you never found it before. But you can beat the game without it. and I've done it a million times. But all of a sudden, I was running through, and I was being this time because I knew. Mm-hmm. I've done this so many times. I'm going everywhere. I want to look at everything I can. And I found this area where you just couldn't get. There was a reserve tank and I think a missile, and you couldn't get to them, no matter what you did. I tried to bomb jump, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get there. And so I kept exploring, and then I found this one area where there's this little, sort of a wall crawling looking thing. And I kept killing it and coming back and killing it to Health Farm, and then I didn't kill it, and it started breaking through this wall.
Yeah.
And it kept breaking through this wall. I'm walking along, and I'm going,
yeah.
Oh, really though?
Yeah.
So I followed it, and out the other side, there's a power-up room.
And that's where you got.
Where this little spring ball is.
And you know what's so weird for me is I swear to God I found that back in the day. I swear, because you're doing it, I'm like, I had that. It's just one of those things that, you play through a game and you just have to find something.
Yeah.
And sometimes you play through it and you don't.
Yeah.
And this is a day and age before the internet.
Oh,
where you just, like even the Rob said he went through A Link to the Past without a strategy guide. I finished A Link to the Past back in grade 12 without a guide. You just did.
Yep.
You just did it that way. That's the way it happens.
And if you miss stuff, and your friends would be the ones to go, oh yeah, in that cable over there.
Yeah, you didn't get internet shamed.
No.
You're just like, nobody even gave a shit. They played video games back then. Nobody even cared and all that. And then this is great. You played another favorite of mine.
So then, because I've played the third in the series only, and I'd never played the first two, even though I should have, Breath of Fire.
Yeah.
And I am working on that one. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I'm playing through that one. I love it.
Yeah.
Just, you know what? I could just sit for hours and level grind. I just love doing the combat, the old-fashioned, good. See, and okay, JRPG makers, we get it. Strategy RPGs are a thing. We get it. Mm-hmm. With the feel, with the little grids, and you move your guys around and all that, and there's all the different specialized things. We get it. But please, can we just have at least one or two more again that are just attack, defend, magic,
turn-based,
ability, run. Just the original turn-based, please. Can we? I mean, come on, hook an old man up.
But the great thing is, there's so many of those old games to experience again.
Yes,
like Breath of Fire 1 for you, which you've never done. So it exists.
So yes, and so I am loving that. You were so kind as to also hook me up on the PS4.
Oh yes,
with E's Memory of is it Celceta?
Celceta, yeah.
I'm almost on that one. I've been parallel running those two because when the kids want the TV, I'll put it on my Switch, and when they're done with the TV, I'm like, all right, you little buggers, get out of here and go play outside. Dad wants the TV.
That's why I like ease. It's one of those games, no pun intended, you can just ease into, and it's just really simple to play. This ain't complex stuff, man.
And you know what I like? The fact that if you're fighting a really, really nasty bad guy, aside from the boss fights, run to the other side of the map area that you're in.
Yeah.
And stand still for about 5 seconds, and your health comes back.
Yeah.
And you run back in and plink them down a little bit and run away again. And plink them down a bit. And you know what? It just takes a lot of the tension out of it.
It's great.
It makes it so much more relaxing.
Great old school action RPG. I mean, you can't ever get enough of Ys. Ys 9 is coming out in 2021, and it's pretty plain Jane, but I'm still looking forward to playing it. I played the Japanese version.
And you know what? I'm gonna say it. And I'm allowed. I think that you were one of the first guys on YouTube talking about Ys, and I think you are a big part of why it suddenly caught on again and came back. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I honestly can say I think that there's been a percentage that has helped. For sure.
Because your passion for that series so early in the goings was so huge.
That's why I came on YouTube. I typed in, I'm like, Ys review, and there's nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Fantasy Star review, nothing. I'm like, and I'm not, I've said it a million times, I thought, these games are going to be forgotten about. Because it's been years since we've had any new Ys and all that.
We can't have that shit.
And then all of a sudden, I swear to God, we're on Streets of Rage 4 now. We get Grandia high definition now. Yeah. What is going? It's all those old games we're getting back. I remember back in the day, nearly 10 years ago, doing the Guardian Heroes review. Oh. And then all of a sudden,
Xbox Live.
Oh, Xbox Live! It just showed up just like that. Isn't that funny?
What a strange coincidence.
It may be just coincidence, but I think some people are like, oh yeah, we have that game in our back. Why don't we bring that? That's how a lot of things work.
Yep.
It's not just some guy sitting there going, oh, Guardian Heroes, it's just here. I'll just leave that. Yeah. I think some things trigger things, but I think definitely I'm happy. I mean, I don't think I'm some cool guy for it. No. But I'm glad I brought some attention to Ys because it deserved it. And to be honest with you, I said to a friend of mine in Ontario a couple months ago, I said, I'm going to tell you a secret of the show. Because he's a nice guy. This guy's, his name is RetroJay. Okay. He's a really nice guy. You really like him. And I said to, so he's got a small YouTube channel, and I said to him, yeah, I said, I'll be honest with you. I said, I've been conning everybody over these years. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, and I said, I've used the show as a Trojan horse. And then he said, what do you mean? I said, to push my agenda, which is, Macross and old school anime and E's and Fantasy Stars. I'm like a drug pusher. I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? Hey, and bringing all this extra stuff in that nobody thought, oh, okay, we'll take it, I guess. This is okay. I'm representing a certain kind. I'm just speaking for myself, and you definitely represent it as well. A certain kind of hardcore fanatic.
Yep.
That is pushing my own agenda, for sure.
Oh,
to do with anime, my own style of anime that I really like, and my own video games that I like. It is an agenda, and I am pushing it.
Absolutely.
I am. And then the great thing is when you start your channel, you get to push your own agenda. And that's something I just got. And I'm saying it on camera, and I haven't talked to you about this.
Yeah.
There's something that I absolutely I tune into every fucking week for. To hear, because I know you play D&D with a whole bunch of other people. I would love to hear the D&D stories of the.
Oh, really?
Do you know? Okay, sorry, I'm not inventing something for me. I'm not. It's your show. What would be so great if you had all your dice and stuff and you created a little thing, and a skull there or whatever. There's a guy I used to like back in the day, and he's kind of dropped off. He's got some. I think he's battling some demons in his own life. His name was Spoonie. And he told these D&D stories.
I've heard tell of Spoonie.
Yeah, he's a pretty big YouTuber back in the days. He's kind of drifted off nowadays. But he had this show, I think, and he would talk about D&D, and it's like, I'd love to see that version with you doing it. That'd be great. That'd be so cool.
We have some stories to tell.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your stories of it. Because you always come over here, because what happens, Rob comes over, and he says, I got to tell you about the D&D stuff we played on Saturday night, because he plays online with a bunch of people all over the world.
Yep.
And so he fills me in. So that's the kind of thing every week it'd be neat to hear.
Yeah, a little update.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But anyways, I'm just saying, hey, all I'm saying is something that I'd like to see that.
I'll pop it under my hat and see what comes out.
I think you're going to do Johnny Carson.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm not going to do it.
No, we're not going to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
We actually know each other so well that, yeah.
I'm like, no, we're not going to get into that bit right now. We're not going to do that bit.
But so going back to games for a second, I've had the strangest urge. I talked about it on the games I've been playing recently, how I played back in the day Shining in the Darkness, and I hated it. It was a dungeon exploring game.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, I hated it. And then with my daughter in the other room looking after her for 5 hours and her sleeping for like 2 or 3 hours, I'm like, what am I going to do? So I just turned on the Genesis collection, started playing Shining in the Darkness again. I don't know why. I'm like a sadomasochist in a weird way. I'm like, my hand's been smashed 1,000 times. I smashed my hand again. And I decided to go and play it again, and I absolutely level grinded, and you can fast forward with the Genesis collection.
Oh, dude.
And I fell absolutely in love with the game. I think it's really, really cool. But it kind of got me thinking about the old school stuff. Yeah. Me and Rob sometimes get this. It happens to us. These weird urges to watch certain movies. That like the urges, like, and it's like a hunger.
Yes.
I crave this. I've been craving to play Willow on the NES. How weird!
That's a wild one too.
That's a wild one.
Such a weird game.
It's such a weird game.
So weird.
Actually, when Andrew was over, he told me a little story. My friend Andrew, that he was playing it back when it first came out. I think in '89, and he was in one section, and he was just leveling for hours and hours. You know where this is going. For hours and hours, and then his poor dog Zeke ran in and pulled the plug. Yeah.
We didn't have autosave back in the day, my friends.
Oh no.
That was not a thing.
Oh yeah, Andrew was very.
So when that happened,
I think he swore at the dog a couple of times.
Oh, dude.
He'd be like, "Oh, you naughty doggy."
Yeah.
There's a fist up the dog's ass.
No, that's more what I'm talking about. We had Muppet Puppy.
I always remember that he told me that last year. We were hanging. I'm like, oh my god. I really felt the heat of the moment. It was 30 years later. I still felt the heat of the moment.
That bittersweet.
Oh. The sting. the bittersweet. I forgot about that one. But yeah, Willow. Oh my god. It's one of those things. Because I'm in this room, trapped in this room.
Trapped.
Well, I am because I'm trying to get.
I know.
Him sleeping in the other bedroom, so I get all the doors shut because I don't want her to wake up. So I got the baby. Yeah.
The people who don't have kids will be listening to that going, oh, But everyone who has kids, well, they're not going.
Yeah. But
So-
it's a perfect kind of game when she falls asleep, because it happens for a long time at times now, which is nice. It's longer and longer. I'm like, I want to just. Do you know what it is? I want to talk about this as well. I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that, or anything, because I don't care to talk about that on the show.
Nope.
But because the world is so much stuff is going on, and I feel that I really need an escape. And so I've been really escaping pretty much to the 80s and 90s. Like I showed all my new type magazines. I really been enjoying that, and then me and you've been talking even more nostalgically than ever.
Oh God!
About like crazy about our old days and hanging out. We're going back to the comfort food of our youth when everything was kind of okay. I remember it being okay.
Back before we had to worry about adult concerns.
That's correct.
Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
They were there, but they were there for our parents. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Where's the food coming from? It's in the fridge.
What do you mean, Mom, you haven't made dinner?
Where's the beer coming from? It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Where's the money coming from? I get it from my parents.
Yeah, this is magic.
Where will I sleep tonight? In my parents' house.
Yeah.
It's good. There were no concerns. Now, I'm looking at a mortgage, I'm looking at bills, I'm looking at taxes, I'm looking
at my smashed fucking leg.
I'm looking at insurance forms, I'm trying to work,
I know.
WCB. Back then, it was just like you wake up and you go, gee, what kind of bullshit can I get into today, baby?
Yeah, I'm just going to play some video games and have a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm going to get up, I'm going to smoke my cigarette, I'm going to ride my bike down to John's, I'm going to make tea at his house.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sit and drink tea and smoke cigarettes and play Nintendo.
Yeah, play Nintendo or play the PlayStation 1. All those years of Street Fighter Alpha 2. Man, years and years of it. So much fun. Yeah, some Bomberman. Oh my God Almighty.
We could never do that. If people have been talking about us as a live stream, but the smack talk we get into might singe the internet.
No.
We might destroy the planet.
Yeah, it's not good.
We're
crazy.
We are horribly competitive.
Crazy. Yeah, horribly.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So,
like Street Fighter is just a cakewalk. You destroy Rob. But Bomberman can go either way.
And there's the magic to it as well. The second you get cocky.
Yeah, exactly.
The second you get karma will get you
in that game like nothing else.
Nobody's business. For the love of a roller skate, you are done.
Oh, and you remember on your side, and all of a sudden you get the goddamn.
You
glove.
got the hand.
I'm like, no. And then boom, the bombs
just start sailing over. You
God, get the hell out of here. We've had some. We're both very good at the game.
Who's got hand?
Yeah. Oh God. Speed and extra bombs and the hand, you're dead.
Oh, and then of course, we so often got to where the entire screen is cleared.
Yeah.
And there's that one skull token.
Yeah.
And you end up with Balmaria, and then you're done.
Yeah. Sometimes you get we try to stalemate each other that we actually get it on purpose to try to get it to the other guy. And unless you get the slow one, then you're fucked. And then you go, all the bombs are on the first one.
You've got the friggin' Balmaria though. Yeah. If you're not running fast enough, and especially when you have like 15 extra bombs, just all the way around the screen.
We would be going on, and it's like the Matrix. All of a sudden, you just hold. And all the bombs would blow up on either side, but you'd be okay.
One little square you're in.
One little square you're in, you'd be okay. Yeah. Unbelievable. But anyways, it's been a long chat. We could talk for hours. We could talk for billions of hours. Is there any other game? That was it.
Those are it for now.
Yeah.
More coming soon.
More coming soon on the Rob Man channel. So absolutely subscribe. I'll put a link down below. And yeah, I also want to say, Rob is still going to come on this channel.
Yes, I am still going to be coming by.
Yes.
And John will come on my channel.
Yes.
You're going to see both of us in both places.
Yes.
All the time.
A little too much.
Quite honestly.
It's been like, I think I'll turn the internet off today.
Too much now.
I've had enough of those guys. We've done this.
Again. We're going to turn into the broccoli of the internet.
Oh
that's too much of it now. It's giving me gas.
And a big thank you again.
Thank you.
A big thank you once again to Morten. So incredible. I mean,
thank you so much.
So very thoughtful. So anyways, guys, until next time. Very nice.
And we're clear.
Yeah.
That's insane. That is insane.
It's nice, eh?
That is insane.
Isn't that insane? That's amazing.